Or here's my filter box, and you see the filters are really thin and light. So I'm going to make little pieces that go behind here, about 1/2 inches, that go back, just so that it has something it'll pull against it. This will hold it, but I'm going to put 3 of those in, and then I'm going to make some angles to go around the top. So let me show you how we do that. So here we are. I'm going to cut these at 2 5/8. That's what I'm going to do. So there's a gauge right on there. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, and 5/8 is right there. And we just chew it off by stepping on it. So there's my piece. So here we are at the bar folder. I already bent one. Anyway, we will try to make a little channel. So if we'll go in about, we set the gauge back here, go in a 1 inch. Yeah, I think that'll work, 1 inch. And then we just lift it up. There's the first bend. And if I do the next bend, yeah, that way the little face will be showing out. I won't restrict anything, like as far as airflow, or not as much as a bigger piece. So that's what we end up with. And we're going to put it right in behind here with 2 screws in the middle. So I'm going to make 3 of these. That way the filters won't go in. If you buy these filters, don't touch them without careful precautions, and because I'm so itchy right now, it's ridiculous. They came out of the bag and sprang everywhere, so I had to pick them up, and I didn't think about it. So I have 3 of those, and now I'm just going to make a couple angles that go on here to squeeze it. I think we'll screw them from the top. Yeah, so that'll be the next step. So here we have it. Just got to put it in the middle, and these are 18 inches. So we will just mark it at 1/2 of 18, which is 9. That's the center. And I was thinking about painting them, but you know what? I don't have time to paint stuff. Sometimes it's just a nuisance. Okay, and nobody's going to see it. I can always paint them later. So there's my mark. I cut these. That one's longer than it's supposed to be. I cut these to fit in between. Oh yeah, it's hitting the cable. That's all. I cut them 1/4 inch short, so they fit in there. Line it up the center of the line, and then we'll just put one of them there. Tack screws. That's what they call them at a place I work for. Of course, they're not tack screws. They are self-drilling, self-tapping screws. I should probably almost, yeah, I'm going to pre-drill it. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to pre-drill it. I already got the one hole started. Right there, I'll put a little bit of hole in it. Drill bit got stuck. Not tight enough, obviously. Okay. Now my driver will have no problem finishing the hole. I made the hole a little bit smaller then, so it lines up, cuts the rest of it. There's one in the center of the hole there. Okay. So that one's pre-drilled. There we go. This will stop the filter from going in. The next one, we'll mark it, do the same. This one's a little bigger if I remember. Half-inch difference. Right there. That's approximately the center. Actually, it's not approximately the center. Filters. What do we got? Right there, center. Right. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just put the next one in. And they're just made nice and stiff. They won't do nothing. It shouldn't interfere with the flow too much. If it does, well, I don't know. These things will cave in if I don't do it. So I'm going to do something. This one I'm just going to eyeball. I don't care. Sometimes you get right there, square right there. Nothing worse than drilling through right through your hand. So got to be careful. There, one more. I won't bore you with that one. You drill one, you drill them all. So I got those three installed. This will stop the filter from going in. And now I need something to hold the filter where it is. So what I think I'm going to do is just put an angle on the top. I can either put 4 on each set of filters. Ah, dear. Or one in the middle that's narrower. The more I put, the more work it is to take them in and out. So that's what, if you change your filters, you got to take all these pieces off. So these won't have to be removed. I know what I'll do. I'll make a long piece and notch it out for the bolt. Yeah, that's what we'll do. The bottom now, I made this piece here extend out because I thought I was going to make a tray to hold the bottom of the filter, but I don't need that now. So they're kind of in the way. So I'll make 1, 2, 3. So I'll make 6 of them. About 16 inches. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll go and cut the material again. So I decided if I go out 1.5 inches out, then I don't have to worry about notching around those bolts because it'll be covering that. So we'll just cut these at 2.5, which is here. This one's crooked, so I'm going to cut that, trim it, square it. So 2.5, 1, 2.5. One, 2.5. Where are we? Right there. Okay, so what I like is these magnets. Old people like stuff that save you bending over because it's hard on you when everything's falling apart. So I cut all these pieces. Now we'll just take the burrs off. This is a good tool, although I broke the plastic handle. I think I'm gonna make something, weld it right on, because there's a nasty burr on there from after you shear it. So you just pull this down. And it removes it very simply. Doesn't work on thicker material, but on light gauge stuff it works awesome. You take all the edges off. So next thing we'll do is bend these. So I'll take you over there. Here we are at the bar folder again. So we will, doesn't need much to hold it. So I think what we'll do is we'll just go maybe 3/4 of an inch. I had this and it was broken because there's this lock on the back here. See if you can see it. All right. Right there. And it was broken, so I welded it. It's cast iron. So how do you weld cast iron, you ask? Well, you use 309 and TIG weld it. So it's got extra nickel in it. Makes it bond better and flex better. Okay, so it's 3/4 of an inch. Maybe I should, let's go 7/8. How about that for being unsure? Okay, so that'll sit on there like that, and I can bring it out. So I'll set it, drill 2 holes, and it'll be beyond the screw. This thing is a really good tool. A friend of mine sold it to me, about 12 years ago, I think. For light stuff, it's awesome. Apparently you can get bigger ones. I wish I had a bigger one because this is so cool, setting the backdrop like that. The back depth, I mean. You see how fast I can do this, right? I wish I had another handle on this side. You'd be more powerful with 2 hands. You see me grabbing it and pulling it a little bit, but it's not much. So that's that. So here we are again. The filter's taped to the top, or it was. Tape came off. Look at that. Didn't pull the paint off. Cool. Okay, so we're going to put this on here like this. So right now I got a board across the bottom. So we basically, well, I don't know about that. Look at that, eh? Kind of might want to sag. Push it like that. That's got a good grip on it. Bottom's going to be interesting. I think I'm going to cut these off. Yeah. Okay, let's pause that. So I'm putting this on the bottom just to support the filter. I'm not screwing it up yet. It's a matter of opinion. I could be screwing everything up right now, but that's just another point. So we put this in there. Should pull it right out, I guess. I don't know. I didn't anticipate these not having frames. And it doesn't say how thick they are on the description, so kind of messes you up a bit. So we'll put that like that. Put this on here like this. In the middle. Push it in. That holds it pretty good. Drill. And self-tapping screws. guess I better mark these because they're not going to be drilled the same. Unless I'm... No, there's no way they're going to be drilled the same. Put that in the middle. Come on, you weasel. Drilled right through and then I went past it. Isn't that smart? Okay. Right there. Just double check. Okay. Good. Let's bring this down to work level. This stand is fantastic. That seems to hold it. Too bad. I think 2 screws should do. Good. So that holds the filter and it won't go in here, it won't go in here, and it won't go in there. So now the bottom, I don't know what to do with that. So you have to go underneath to drill it, I think. Very interesting. Okay, so we'll do the next one. This will sit on the board. Anyway, we'll just call it a day for that. I'll show you when it's done. There you have it. It's in. See what works. See it? You can feel it sucking. Nice and quiet. I think that'll work. I'm going to flip it over and put these. I got to figure out a better way for the bottom. You don't want to be undoing 12 nuts every time you change the filters. I don't know. Seems to be pretty good. So that's it for this video. If you haven't liked and subscribed, why not? Anyway, have a good day.